like it's just so close.
No, that's extremely wide. Matter of fact.
You gonna change?
Of course.
I hope it fits.
It better fit.
This
That's
one's
my
a
favorite.
medium. That's all I had left.
I'm kind of gonna be like sad if it fits because that means I shrunk a lot.
It's fine.
I hope it fits because this is my favorite shit.
It's gonna be a little wrinkly though.
My body should push it out a little bit, just a tad.
Yeah. Leo was such an asshole. I'd always like give him an idea and he'd be like, "That's corny." And I'm like, "Shut up!" And then that's how I sell it. That's literally how I sell it.
Yeah, nah, get the fuck out of here.
Dead ass. So like at shows, I'm like, "Hey, you look like a guy who likes an ass on your chest. Come here."
I love an ass on my chest.
And then, or I'm like, "Ooh, you like girls in showers?" For my other shirt.
I love boom boxes and booties.
This shit gotta get addressed, my nigga. Did you rap, my nigga?
No.
I did my homework on you, nigga. You a street nigga, you put your work in. If a nigga say he been locked up or a nigga say he shot a nigga, man, that's all negativity.
I'm redirecting the traffic. Fuck you. Respect.
Whoa, what do you mean?
No.
He was a good.
All right.
That's great.
We have LEENDA, LUCIA or LUCIA?
Lucia.
LUCIA?
Yeah.
I know a government, but I'm not gonna say it. I want
No.
All right. We're connected through a wonderful, great friend of mine, of ours. I consider him a brother. Do you want to show the picture? She just happened to have it in her dashboard. It's my guy, Leo, the talented genius, Leo.
Yeah.
He was taken from us a little while ago. It hit me hard. As soon as I jumped in the car, I saw it and was like punched me in the chest.
That's how I feel every single time I drive to Rhode Island, because he was literally the only reason for me to come to Rhode Island. So every time I'm like, all right, photo shoot time.
He's such a genius. Matter of fact, I wanna, I had hit her earlier, like, let me know of the forward me the shots that you want represented. Now I'm gonna be like, what's the best shots that he shot?
Oh gosh.
So to pick out of those. All right. I was trying to prepare. First of all, hey guys, this is the first time you probably seen me in a passenger seat. My vent was making a weird clicking noise, and I wouldn't have had time to fix it for this shoot. So I was like, "Can we use your car? Because I don't want to hear a clicking sound, and that would have been highly awkward." So I'm riding shotgun. It feels comfortable.
Good.
At first, I was trying to come up with like a bullet point idea what I wanted to talk about, but I'm like, I kind of wanted to flow off the hip. And I was on social media recently, and it was like certain like women's issues, and I'm like, what better I have no, because when guys talk about women's issues, it's like, how dare we almost. So I'm like, oh shit, I got a girl to talk about women's issues. So are you cool with that?
Yeah, I just kind of feel like I have a guy's mindset, so
like, explain that.
I have 3 older brothers. I have all guy friends. I literally have like maybe 6 close girlfriends.
Now,
I'm all for like.
How does that work when you're in a relationship? Your guy friends.
Fine.
Does
yeah.
That? Yeah.
No, it's
never
like
been a problem.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's just the guy that I'm dating just doesn't like fuck with me. He knows that like it's just not gonna turn out good for him.
All right. I was talking recently about the different psyches between men and women, right? And I was joking with my friend, and I don't think she took it as like I was going at how women, from my perspective, women, if you was like, y'all be so on stuff when it's on us, right? Like if say if I do anything, you're like,
we don't drop it.
No, but you're like, for instance, for lack of a better term, don't think I'm stupid. I know what the fuck is going on. You're so sharp. But however, when it comes to you guys, it's like you're so naive. Right? Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, can I get some perspective on it? I just like,
No, it's just I think
like, why are you guys geniuses when it comes to man and man behavior, but when it comes to like woman behavior, it's like not so much? Or is that a front?
No, I just feel like females are so good at being FBI agents. Like, I feel like we're so good. Like, if we want to find something out, like, we'll find it out in like 15 minutes.
Right.
Like, no problem whatsoever. Guys, sorry, I feel like you're a little slower. You just are. But I feel like guys have like, they only have certain moves. You know what I mean? Like, they always do the same thing over and over and over again because they're so stupid that they don't catch
you
up.
say that's on everything?
Not on everything, but most of the time, I feel like guys will continuously do something over and over and over again. Like, they'll push the limit. Pattern. Yeah, and it's almost as if, I just said this the other day, too. It's like, as soon as a woman shows a little sign of forgiveness or weakness, the guy's just gonna take advantage of it and just keep doing the same bullshit over and over again.
I think I gotta shoot guys some bail here. I think so. Is that? That's,
some girls do it too. So that's where it's like.
All right. Has that been your sole experience with men that basically you give them an inch, they take like 3 miles?
Yeah.
You haven't had any like good guys?
Oh no, I have.
Were you good to them?
I'm always good. I'm like a one guy type of chick. I literally don't understand how people can date multiple people. I don't get it. I don't get how guys can date 3 girls at the same time, or girls can date different guys. I literally don't understand that.
Have you ever, at any point?
I think for like a day or like 2.
While you was kind of filtering.
Like, yeah, like I would like meet somebody and I'm like, oh, like, you know, like you're cool, whatever, blah blah. We'll start talking and then I'll randomly meet somebody else and I'm like, wait, but we vibe better. All right, well, you gotta be my friend now. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I operate. I just can't do that. Yeah. I mean, I've been single for 4 years, so that's the longest I've ever been single.
I knew that, and I was gonna ask you, so why would you think that? Are you single by choice or by default?
Both.
All right. What are some of the things that you think that keep you single, not by choice?
I'm picky.
Oh.
It's just like I have to go off of a vibe, and I feel like if that guy can't add to my life, then I lose interest. If I feel like they're too clingy, I lose interest. Right. If I feel like they're depending on me to make them happy, I'm like, check the fuck out.
Your happiness is on you, right? You think that's yes to what? Pardon me for cutting.
Yeah, no, it's fine, but it's like I just don't like that. You know, if you tell me that you miss me too much, like, I'm literally going to be like, why? Like, we just FaceTimed yesterday. Yeah. I don't get it. Like, I feel like now that, like, that's, like, where I have, like, the guy, like...
So, clinginess is one of your boundaries?
Yeah, I don't like the clinginess. Yeah. It's because I'm so busy. You know, like, I'm so busy working on so many other things, and I'm traveling. I don't need somebody blowing up my phone over and over and over again, or like accusing me of things that I'm literally like, what? What do you think I just did?
Speaking of your business, like that's something that I paid attention to a lot, right? Actually, there was some things I wanted to pick your brain about off camera. Nah, for real, because I noticed that yeah, I love it. Segues. Explain. Could you give some of the trade secrets of how you basically went from a creative as a model to like a fucking ultimate hustler that I see you are? Because every time you're on your fucking grind, like.
That's so funny.
I'm gonna leave some of her links.
Thank you for that. Honestly, it's actually vice versa. So I've always hustled. Yeah. And I found modeling.
Oh shit.
And then I figured out how to make modeling into my hustle.
That's dope, because you're one of the few people that I don't want to say few, but you're of the minority that I see today that's modeling, that doesn't fall into the category of just women taking pictures. It seems like high art to me.
Yes. Yeah. It's funny you say that because I get so many mixed reviews because
What do you mean?
Some people don't look at me like a model. Some people do. Some people look at me more as an entrepreneur. Some people look at me as a model. Some people look at me as just somebody just living their life. You know? So everybody has such crazy perspectives.
That's interesting.
And I think what's really, really cool about that is that I'm so diverse. Like, I'm not like a one-trick pony. Like, I'm not. Like, at all. And that's why I feel like my audience, it's so difficult for me to really handle and like juggle my audience because I'm freaking random. One day I feel like being a model. One day I want to freaking tell you to open up a business. Like, I'm all over the place. Yeah. And that's why I feel like I kind of confuse my audience, but yet I attract certain people to be like, oh wow, like she does so many other different things though. That's kind of cool.
Nobody's like one level.
Yeah.
There's a single faceted, I would say.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
So, cause anytime I grew up in hip hop, right? So, I would see people that I know personally. I would see their persona, and I'm like, yo, it'll be so doper if you actually show them this part of you, and they're like, yo, but this is my image. I'm like, fuck your image, bro. This is like, be who you are, because my favorite creative of all time is Tupac Shakur.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about him?
Love him.
Are you just shitting me right now?
No. All right. I literally love him.
That's
my brother is obsessed with him. He knows every single tattoo. He knows exactly where it is on his body, when he got it. Like, he drives by his house in LA like all the time. He's like, I'm gonna buy that one day. He's like, did you know that he's had
Could you
X
have him
amount
take
of
a
owners?
picture of it for me? Of the house? Whenever he just happens to drive by, I would love to see the house.
I could probably dig through our text messages.
Why you have a picture of
I'd have to dig through our text messages.
If you could get one, don't fuck your life up looking for this picture, but anything about Pac I go to learn. But the reason why I love Pac is because he wasn't afraid to show you who he is. So now that you say there's the more I get to know you, the more I understand why I like you. As no, for real, no bullshit, right? And I'm the same way with when it comes to endeavors that I do. I literally pick them up as I'm inspired. And it's like the moment, if my inspiration leaves me, I would rather fuck with something else until I feel inspired again, because I don't like feeling like a slave.
Or do you feel like when you lose that inspiration, like, do you feel like you've already learned your lesson and now you're ready for something different?
Sometimes it's very situational. Sometimes it's I have to put this down for the moment, because if I don't, then it'll be stale. It'll be stale. And sometimes it's like I was fucking so into this thing, and then it's like kind of like Legos as a kid, and then it's like I'm not touching the Lego.
You outgrew it.
Yeah, exactly. What's on the horizon for you?
If I don't own a business by the end of this year, then I don't really know where my life is going.
You wouldn't call yourself a business? I would. Well, maybe that's just,
yes and no.
Me.
I feel like, for example, I have like clothing, so like you're wearing like my brand, thanks to
your booty.
my booty on your chest. So it's like I want to expand my brand a lot more, so I'm going to be doing a lot more clothing drops this year, but playing with like the Facebook ads and things like that, so getting it to sell on Amazon and stuff like that. So I want to be able to have that on the back end while I'm still in front of the camera. Right. You know what I mean? So I'm really trying to set that up while I'm traveling and doing all of my other stuff.
You're very good in front of a camera. I think you would be like a very good personality somewhere. Okay. Is that something that you're going for? Like
what, like a host?
Yeah, or any, yeah.
No. Mic drop.
Drop the mic?
Nope.
Have you ever done something like that?
I'm trying to think.
Then if you had to think that much, then probably not.
No. I feel like if I was put on the spot like that, like with a mic having to like talk about something, or like interview someone, I would stutter. I'd say a million times. I know. I'm an ummer. I know.
I'm an ummer, and you know what I'm saying. It just flows. Sometimes it feels like it feels like it's the right thing to come off my tongue.
But it's not. It's like a pause.
You're trying to gather yourself.
Right.
I know. I took classes, but it's like when I'm doing it right now. I'm trying to think about what I'm saying, and it's not flowing. So I'm like, I'd rather just let it come off naturally. Because when I think about it, I literally sit there, I'll watch shit, I'll dive into it. And then when I try to be cognizant of it, then my idea escapes me, and I'd rather have the idea.
Same.
You know.
Same. But I've learned to get rid of the I'd rather go quiet than say
Yeah, I know, right?
Honestly.
I'm trying to do that.
And people are like, "What's wrong?" I'm like,
You just
I know. I don't want to do that. I have to collect my thoughts. So that's why, like, I just pause and like think before I actually speak.
Because you seem a lot more interesting, right? Does that work for you?
It does, but at the same time,
you gotta have an interesting look on your face when you do it.
Yeah, yeah. Or like, but at the same time though, it's like I feel like if I'm not sitting here and I don't take a minute to think, and I just sit here and I'm like, I feel stupid saying that over and over again. I'd rather just pause, collect my thoughts, because if I'm saying and then I say the first thing that comes out of my mouth, most likely I'm gonna stutter. I'm gonna say something that I don't really wanted to say.
I'm getting some jewels right now.
You know, like, I just don't want to do that. So I don't know. I just think it's really important to just take a second, think about it, and then answer. I don't know how people can do interviews.
Something on the spot?
Yeah. Or maybe it's just because my mind moves so fast that I need to shut it off.
I have moments like that where I gotta just decompress.
Like, yeah, like if someone's coming at me with questions and I know the answer, but I wasn't ready for it.
How was you in school when it came to that, being put on the spot?
I wasn't really put on the spot in school. Was
you a back of the classer?
No, I actually sat in the front of the class because it was closer to the door.
Sweet. I always found myself in the middle because I didn't want to stand out when I was young.
Oh, really?
I just now processed that now because I was like, I never really liked to be in the back because I always liked to learn. But I didn't want to be in the front. So I'm like, I always found myself like in the middle, slightly to the back.
Yeah.
And it's because I didn't want to stand out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because now I want to stand out and be noticed.
So, isn't that crazy when you look back and you think of people that you went to school with, and then you're like, where are they now? And you see where they are now, and you're like, whoa, they are so different. It's
some people
crazy.
I like, you're exactly where I expected you to be. Then there's other people where it's like, oh, what the fuck?
But it's like, I just feel like where they are now is like who they secretly were the whole time, but they couldn't channel that throughout like growing up. You know what I mean? Like for me now, okay, so
was this always
example,
you then?
No.
No, I'm talking about inside.
Yeah. So like growing up, I had 3 older brothers, like I mentioned, and they were like,
shout out to them.
Yeah, they're great, kind of. I love and hate them. They're my brothers, so we have like unconditional love for each other, but they're just royal assholes when they need to be, or not. So growing up, I was always like I was the little one. I was always the one that had to like tag along with them because they were like the stars, you know, and
I know that.
Baseball and football and track and all that. So they were like, well, you have all these boys that are athletic, but you have a girl, what does she do? And I'm like, I stay in my room. Like, I didn't do anything. So me being in school, like, I was just that girl that, like, I didn't have a special clique. I got along with everyone, but I wasn't very loud unless you literally, like, you fucked with me. I was pissed. Like, I was literally not one to mess with. Like, I overheard someone talk bad about my brother, and I, like, pushed her down the stairs. Like, I just didn't care.
Like, this was in high school? Or
yeah, this was
I'm about to say statute limitations?
Yeah,
girl.
no, I was just like, I just didn't care. I was But I didn't think of consequences whatsoever. I was like, you disrespected my brother. Like, you deserved that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. And I was never even labeled a bully. Like, people were just like, yep, that's Leenda. She's a Latina. Like, you get what you deserve type of thing. And I'm like, okay.
All right. You're a Latina, right? It's Black History Month. However, this is also the month, I think, to the day that Big Pun passed. Were you a fan of Big Pun? No, you wasn't. I can say your face.
No, I can't really comment on that because
You didn't fuck with Big Pun?
I wasn't really, like, heavy into, like...
Hip-hop?
Yeah. It was me I bounced around a lot in, like, Christian homes. Yeah. So hip-hop was, like, music
was
that...
it strict Christian household?
It was music that, like, you don't listen to. And I only... Like, I started getting into it a little bit more as I got older.
Okay.
But when it comes to music, like my memory for stuff like that is just, it's not good.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it's
couldn't
really
listen to
not
music
good.
until I was like 11. Because I grew up in a strict Muslim household. But I couldn't listen to music, period, except for when I was on the bus going to school. It's about time for your hosting. I got her kidnapped right now outside the club that she's supposed to host right now.
Yeah, but we're good. It's just my friend was meeting up with us, and he's like, I just parked. Are you here? And I was like, yes, few minutes. Stay where you are.
I'll say, or look for the beam of light shining into the fucking the bat signal.
Unless he just comes in the back of the car.
Look at the fucking bat signal.
It's so funny. Yeah.
Do you have any advice for young women that are trying to step out and be a brand as themselves? Because I know a few women, right? That are attempting to brand themselves, right? And you're a lot farther in a process that I see them in.
Thank you.
We're
I
all
don't
about
feel like
woman, female empowerment right now. So,
yeah.
Any advice for them?
I think just looking back at least my journey, I would say stop caring about what other people want for yourself, because that's their reality. That's not your reality. So there's a big difference.
I just felt it. She pointed at me.
Yeah, there's a big difference. So it's like, I want this for myself. I'm going to make it happen. If you don't want it to happen for me, that's your problem. Leave that energy over there. That's my biggest thing, because I quit a very comfortable corporate job with very little savings to model full-time in an area that, like, has no models. And I was just like, nope, I want to do this. I know that I'm capable of doing it. I've always hustled for everything that I've wanted. I'm gonna do it. My entire family was like, you're crazy. And we, like, actually have, like, tension because of it.
Are you serious?
100%. They don't understand what I do.
Now, though,
and even still now.